Schauf, in your wildest dreams, brother, did you ever think you'd be listening to your song from where you are on the Embarcadero in San Francisco, knowing that you're going to be running a marathon, the first of your lifetime, after having returned straight from the troops in Iraq?
We just came back from America's Races Salute the Troops. 7 days, 7 bases, 7 races with icons and friends, Frank Shorter, Bart Yasso, Ann Bonny from Under Armour, Sandy Magnus, NASA astronaut, and PR director from NASA, Nicole Cloutier-Lemasters, along with chronotrack timers, Rick and Josh Stern.
I mean, when I got the opportunity to go on the Warrior Tours, I jumped on it right away. I knew it would be special. I didn't want to miss the opportunity. I just did not know how emotional it would be, how special it would be, and how we could really interact with the soldiers and to get to places that no one else gets to, that civilians don't get to see, and we got to experience all of that. Now I come into San Francisco, I reunite with my buddy, Robbie Powers, my co-host of the Warrior Tours, and now we get to get that message out.
You know, I started talking to friends of mine, and Rob was one of them, and he's huge into running, and that's what he does, and he put this group together to go over and do the runs, and it was really cool. You know, we get 500 people out at 5 a.m. to run in the desert, and it's 110 degrees.
From Baghdad, Iraq to San Francisco, the guy that was with Bart Yasso last week in Iraq has decided not only to run this thing, but to show up and kind of back up his commitment to Bart Yasso and Frank Shorter last week in Iraq to come and do his first marathon at your San Francisco Marathon. Chris, it's official, man. You got the bib now. Now I'm told, what, you got to go get your race shirt?
Get the race shirt and I guess kind of put my money where my mouth is at this point, right?
Here's your path of destruction.
I know, we're just looking at that. That'll be awesome though. I get to see so much of the city. So.
Annie, she's this wonderful woman from Under Armour.
She's a blast.
And she found out he was doing this and she's like,
I'll
fly out and pace him.
Are you feeling recovered from Iraq?
Yeah.
It was a really good event. I mean, the troops loved it. And this was my 6th time over, so it was fun to see them do that.
So it was refreshing to be able to be a part of something that we knew was more than just the war. It was about supporting the people that were out there.
Is it going to be cold tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Is it? Compared to Baghdad, it's going to be really cold.
Chris, you're not the rocker who's doing the marathon, are
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm the guy. The thing we always hear is it's Groundhog's Day over there. Every day is the same. And they're like, this is the day that I'll remember compared to the rest of them, you know, and that makes me feel good.
It's all stuff that you want to try out in training. So, and figure out what you like and what you, what works for you. When you're running, when you're at
What am I
lunch,
doing?
you kind of eat whatever. But it's delicious, and it'll help you recover.
I do not consider myself a runner at all, but it is a good way to blow off some steam and to try to lose some weight. So I'd say I run a couple times a week, maybe.
Shoes nice and loose. The metal's just super cool. They're like a coaster. They have like little things on. You take them off.
Oh, really?
So if you do 4, you have the whole set. I get excited before race day, then I have to pee, and then I'm ready to go. Then I settle in.
Stick was good. I'm a little sore on the leg. Holy sh! But I like it. It feels good. It feels like it's sore but loose.
I promise that I will not point out every single Under Armour shirt that I see, but if I see shoes, I'm freaking out.
I mean, talk about a first marathon experience. I mean, Christian Schauf decides to do it a week before the race while stuck on a base in northern Iraq in a sandstorm. And now we find ourselves a half a globe away in San Francisco.
I know you're a little pissed about some 5K he went sprinting in a couple days ago. You looking forward to this journey with Christian?
It's going to be a blast. I'm really excited.
We were talking about the San Francisco Marathon, and I just was like, I can do that. And I was like, hey Bart, Rob, I think I'm gonna go out and run that if you guys are out there. And they were like, yeah, cool. Have you been training? I'm like, no. And Bart's like, you should be okay, let's do it. And I was like, okay.
There we are in Baghdad, and then Chris announces, hey, I'm going to run the San Francisco Marathon because Robbie and I are going to be here. I'm like, you know, you really need to train about 4 or 6 months to do something like that. But he's a young, fit guy. He ran very well in the races, so I have a feeling he'll do very well. And, you know, here's a guy that's done almost 150 concerts in Iraq, so he knows how to deal with tough conditions.
I've known Catchpenny for years, and Chris and Zach Schauf have, of course, been doing some phenomenal work for the armed forces overseas, performing with Catchpenny. This year alone, they're going to do over 120 or so performances.
I heard Bart getting interviewed yesterday about your training, and he said
There was no training.
He put a training program together in 10 days for you.
Dude,
Wow.
you don't train the week before in 120-degree temperature.
No, I didn't train the week before. You told me not to.
No, there is no such thing as a crash course in marathoning. You need serious training, but he'll do very well.
Hey, Christian, you got about 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles to go. Is Ann Bonnie from Under Armour still with you?
Anne's right beside me every step here. We're telling jokes and kind of keeping her mind off the distance. So yeah, it's been fun.
Let's make so much damn noise that those troops over in Iraq that ran with Bart Liasso last week can hear you right now. And in just a moment, Christian Schauf is going to be coming home side by side with Ann Bonnie, who flew out from Under Armour. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Schauf and Ann Bonnie are finishing their journey. Christian Schauf, welcome home, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go on our first timer. Christian Schauf, lead singer Catchpenny, wrapping up his first marathon.
Hey man, that was fun. That was fun.
Where is she? Where's Annie? Get here. Oh my God, you guys are so amazing. You're so amazing.
I mean, that was the best to do with her. At one point, she was like, you want to run ahead? I'm like, no, I like running with you. I'm going to stay right here. That was really fun. I mean, the first half was really fun. The second half was fun. But Ann and I did it. It was great. I got this thing. I'm going to go home and put a beer on it.
Des Moines, as they call it.